general with your college experience, because not only is it like there's like a time difference between when we went to college, especially being a freshman or sophomore. You had to deal with a COVID year, your freshman year. So like, how do you think that changed your college experience?
So when I went into college, we just had to wear a mask. So did that change? We had to wear a mask and we had to stay quote unquote socially distanced. Other than that, we like went into class and stuff like that until the end of my freshman year. For finals, we took our finals online. So not me in general, like not talking about me, but you know, it was easier for students to, you know, do their school and stuff since it was online, and I'm pretty sure that was able to keep more students in Towson because you know, finals, I don't expect to pass my finals or my midterms. I mean, that the teachers say that too.
Damn.
But with it being online, you know, from the sources that we have, it's just a little easier. So I felt like that was not the best thing for everybody because now, oh, you passed this class or whatever, so you're going to stay in college.
It's going to be a lot of engineering majors that flunk out real soon.
The people didn't get weeded out. I get it. Drexel actually did that, like unofficially, like no, just officially, like the freshman courses, like the base courses were not. I mean, I said they were hard, but there was definitely a sense of like people get weeded out. You know what I mean? Like as far as like, can you like cut it academically?
That's how it was in Maryland too.
Yeah, like because I don't know if you guys had a similar situation, but I just remember some of the people I came into college with freshman year, and I would say like 40% of people I knew, and unfortunately it was like black kids too. It's not just like the academics; it's the financial aspect, like in combination. Like 40% of the people I was cool with, they weren't there for like the winter semester, right? It just like eliminated it. So
Aaron pulled up at a nigga doing, hey, what my man Doug
yes, bro. Like people I was cool with. Like I went to Thanksgiving break and we were texting like, oh yeah, I'm probably gonna go to a different school. I was like, damn, bro, we been there like literally, you know, we went there late. We started like September and like November they were just
within 2 months they were figure out who can do it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nigga sitting there emailing Radio Raheem.
Yeah, okay.
Come back, bro.
Radio Raheem was crazy, but
yeah, it was crazy. Like I was in engineering first couple years, and they would literally it was like a C or a D. Like they would curve the class to where C or D was passing, and like just thinking back on what that does to your mental, like just like a C or D, like especially coming out of high school where you're used to making A's and B's, and like going to college and C and D is passing, like you literally feel like a failure. They weed you out, and even when you pass the class, you feel like, damn, I passed it by the skin of my teeth,
bro.
Like barely passed.
Shout out to y'all niggas, man.
Yeah. I texted Aaron. I was like, I'm happy that I got a B- in this class. Yeah. And usually in high school, I'm passing with flying colors.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, I had nothing yet. Wait till you get that first C+.
Bro, I had to talk him down. I was like, bro, you did a good job, bro. I'll never forget.
I'm about to say a B- in college.
No, like, I prayed for the. If you get your degree, you good. C's get degrees. I prayed
for nice like that.
I took the first class. I really like it was. I think maybe my pre-junior year. Drexel was 5 years, by the way. My first stat class, like the first couple classes, like I mean, the professor, you know, he was good. He was teaching stuff, but everything was online, whatever. So like, you know, we were paying attention, but we were like, whatever, BS, you know, BSing. We had that first midterm. I studied, bro. Got in that midterm. I was like, damn, this shit mad hard, bro. I got a 32 on that midterm
out of
100.
Just want to make sure.
But you passed though, right? Because they curved that shit.
Bro, I went online. I was watching Starship Troopers on my couch in my apartment in Philly, and I checked my app to see if the grade was posted. No, I was stone cold sober.
No Star Wars movies.
Bro, I looked at the 30. I sat there, looked at 32. I was like, I had a 50. No, I was at 100. So I was freaking out. I emailed my advisor that night. I was like, I'm gonna fail out of college. Damn. I was Googling what happened, fell out of college. Got to class the next day. Everybody failed, bro. Like literally just like
Happy
everybody
Tuesday,
failed. And basically the professor was like, yeah, like it's a hard class, bro. Like, I mean, like that's how it is. And literally everybody was freaking out as finance majors because like to get to your finance classes, you had to take stat. But basically at the end of the day, we all made it with B's or whatever. It got curved. But like just show you that college is
especially them classes that y'all naming, because I'm about to say computer science is the only class in my like years in college I ever had to drop, because I was like, bro, I don't understand this shit. I was like, the first time I managed to skate by with like a B, but after we got past like I'm sorry, I don't mean CSS. To be a nerd. Yeah, I'm saying after we got past like CSS and HTML, they started adding in Java. I was like, oh hell no, I don't understand this mess. So then I dropped the class, and then I was like, all right, cool. So I had to take Spanish. My brother said Spanish for me. So yeah, like it's PG online.
That's how I be.
The sad part was nigga only got me a B- or a C. But the other like, no,
I couldn't be too mad because he was doing me a favor.
He did me a favor. He did me a solid.
you
So
passed.
it's cool. But I mean, that and like stat. I think I took like stat at PG because I was.
I think I took stat at PG
Yeah,
too.
'cause I'm under the
Actually.
assumption that you don't
One of
take-
them math joints.
If you take a PG, it's easier. Allegedly. I think I still got like a B- that shit. Bro, I sucked at it.
It sucked that taking that during summertime, but hey, you knocked that shit out.
Shout out to doing things for other people in classes. I took my ex's like math classes for her and helped her out some.
Nice.
She helped me for that. Anyway,
Sinead helped me pass chemistry.
Nice.
For some reason, I could not do chemistry because it's like
Chemistry
hybrid
was so
class.
hard.
That shit was so hard. But I remember I was stressing out freshman year.
Biology was hard too. Like it was
Yeah.
just all them joints.
That's what sucks.
I refuse to take chemistry.
Oh,
yeah,
bro,
just
don't.
It's bad for your health,
I
and they make it
took,
harder than it needs to be.
I took biology at Hampton. I was exempt from the final exam.
There you go.
It was
Not
good.
exemptions.
It was beautiful. No,
Exemptions like being Riverdale.
Bro, he had me doing like an interview with like somebody at school papers. Like, yeah, you want to talk to the kids who are good at science? I'm like, bro, I ain't good. We had open book tests, and when he took away open book for one of the tests, I got an F. So I mean, I was terrible at it. Not trying to shit on Hampton in any type of way. Just that one
Real
science
HU.
teacher-
Oh, I forgot. Never
Oh,
mind.
you
My
know,
bad.
he-
My
Oh,
bad.
Don't do that.
No,
Don't do that. Don't do
this.
too much, bro.
Shout out to Hampton, bro.
Shout out to my Bison,
I
bro.
don't take nothing away from Hampton, bro.
Don't
Shout out to
do
them
that.
Pirates, bro.
Go Tigers.
Two HUs.
Dog,
straight
it's not even a black
coexist.
school. How are you throwing yourself
Shout
in
out
the middle
to
of this?
nah.
Tigers predominantly.
This is a CAA podcast, man.
okay.
He got Towson, Drexel, Malik went to Towson, CAA podcast, Colonial Athletic
Hey,
Association.
We both went to U of D.
Yeah,
What
go
is it? It's
Terps.
the Big Ten
I'm
podcast.
about to
It's
say.
the big cast.
It's all white.
We about to be one of the only two conferences left, nigga. What y'all about to be playing in?
Ooh, boy, you goddamn right,
good
bro.
Question.
Y'all about to be out here getting community
About
college.
to be
Y'all
playing,
We actually
playing
don't need to be in the
KLM
Big
and shit.
Not KLM. Boys and Girls Club.
Boys and Girls
They
Club.
don't even got athletic scholarships no more after that happened, bro. That is terrible. Y'all need to join one of these big conferences. Y'all got some big bank. Y'all need to get on video.
Yeah, shit. We might have to. All right. So yeah, no, that was
This guy said.
wow. I mean, that was really good information. Because like, yeah, like between like stat and all those classes, it's good to see like not everything is different between college.
Yeah, a
it's
lot
still
of-
hard as
Yeah, they
shit.
were hard classes.
Like still hard as fuck.
I am
saying.
curious about that online perspective too. Like, I think a lot of colleges are introducing that more. Like, Trey, I'm curious. Do you think that should be like a norm? Like, I know some teachers are reverting back to the in person, but like, I think online. I took online in graduate school. That helped me out a lot. I had
the
A's
reason
and
I
B's in
passed.
that joint. Like, and you sound like y'all passed because of that as well. Do you think that should be like the norm going forward?
So personally, I prefer in person.
Gotcha.
With that being said, like online, I feel like I just won't be paying attention and I won't care. Like I took an online computer science class, and I was liking it in the beginning, like the first month, but after that, it was just I just did it to get
Computer
by.
science is hard as hell.
It's
Yeah,
hard
I took
Yeah.
AP computer science.
Dog, why
I
the hell
think
y'all
it-
taking these smart classes.
I didn't take the AP test.
Yeah, I think it's like
I'm gonna take this L right here.
because
I don't
for
have
me
to-
personally, like I prefer in person learning, but if it's like an online class for like an online class for something like chemistry or like stat or like something that's like very technical is extremely hard for me. I have to see
yeah.
a visual lot.
I don't.
But
wait.
my African American Studies class I took like my last year,
Damn,
I
that
took it online. That was one of my favorite courses in
Yeah.
Drexel
That's
because
hard
you can
to
just
say.
read and you can
Yeah.
like learn
Yeah.
and listen to the lectures, and I really understood. That's one of my favorite courses.
Yeah.
Like really prominent. I forgot. What
Nah, it's
name,
great
the
to hear
doctor.
you talk that joint up. It's just one thing where you feel kind of bad when you hear it, like, damn, well, the African
Had to be African American.
Yeah, but I feel
skated
like
that joint.
no, I can feel like that could be the same with like lit or like English or any
I
of the
totally
like the
understand what
arts.
you're
Shout out to my
That's
English
about-
majors.
I say what? Yeah,
I
bro.
said shout out to English
I got a
majors.
journalism degree, so I'm about to say I have no problem with online classes. My biggest thing with online classes, I always say is, look, if you're gonna do a class online, there are certain things that are literally geared towards you need to be there because you really need to be able to ask questions, understand things, have lectures, and have like fellow classmates that you can bounce shit off of, like
Yeah.
stat, chemistry, all that stuff. You definitely need to be around people and all that type of stuff. There are other classes where it's like, yeah, you can literally do it online because I feel like for online school, the biggest thing is you got the desire to do it. I feel like online school also weeds out a lot of niggas because it's like, yo, you want it or not? Because if you want it,
Yeah.
you can literally do it because it's like you can do it on your time, on your schedule. You just gotta make it work. Like whenever I tell people about, oh, I got my master's online, they be like, how you do that? I'd be like, Okay, I mean, it wasn't that hard. It was just one of the things where it was like, I went to class.
Submitted shit on time.
I'm about to say, just turn your stuff in. It just is what it is.
Yeah, and it depends on the program too. Some of the professors, like especially if you go to an online school like in the area, like we did with American, like some of the professors do have office hours where you can go in person. I mean, I think in a lot of universities, like at Howard, they're trying to do like hybrid programs where they have the option to. And that I think that helps like get more people into college because a lot of people don't go to the college they really want to because they can't afford to go like in person. But having the online option like kind of opens up the doors for more students to go to the colleges that they want to. You know, you're not have to pay for housing or not have to find housing and all the extra costs.
Yeah, I like hybrid. Hybrid, I think, is a really good idea. I think this semester I have 3 in-person classes, 2 online classes, and a hybrid class.
Yeah, that's a good schedule.
I think that's pretty chill.
Yeah, that is chill.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah.
We used to walk miles to get to them stupid ass classes.
So strong as hell when I got to Maryland.
Yeah, no, for sure.
He's in great shape.
In Hampton, it was like, oh yeah, walking around the corner, your class is right there. And they got to Maryland, it's like, oh yeah, walk across that field right there. You'll get there eventually.
I had to get through the city.
Oh, yeah,
when I was
you
sport
walking city
management, like
blocks.
sport management program, like they didn't really have buildings, so they would buy up buildings like down like Market Street, like all the way outside of campus. So like you would literally have to be traversing.
Man,
like,
Aaron was being told you travel a fortnight and that
basically, yes, no, for sure. Like the buildings were like they were nice office buildings, but they were just like kind of out the way. So
I'm about to say, bro, I can never go to I can never have gone to Drexel because once he told me I gotta leave the campus
That's
to
city school
find
shit.
my
Yeah.
class, I would have just said.
City
Nah,
I mean,
so
some people you had to go take the shuttle downtown. Like the nurses, you had to take the shuttle
Oh,
to get to the
hell
hospital
no,
downtown
bro.
in Center City to get
And the
down
first
there.
time I see a fiend nodding down in front of my class, I'm gonna be like,
Oh, well, I
hell
mean
no.
that might happen. For sure.
Fiend.
I'm sorry, shout out to fiends. I mean,
I mean, fiend.
So
And they be in Philly. I love Philly, but they all here.
So for
fiends everywhere, but shout out to them.
Shout out to Philly.
Drug addiction is not a joke.
It's not.
shout out to Philly, shout out to
Yep.
all that. So another thing in college, obviously you learn like your major hopefully leads to your profession. You also learn a lot about yourself and you grow into your own. So obviously you still got a long ways to go, but what have you feel like you've learned about yourself since you've been in college?
Damn, that's cool.
I feel like one main thing that I've learned is how to say no to people.
There you go.
That's
Like
big.
when it comes to me, so my first year I went to class, and had work. I worked at the gym, so like not every day I had a good social meter and was ready to go out and like party. So I learned to like, even if you say no, they're still gonna get upset. So at that point, I just didn't care and stopped caring and just focused on myself and what I wanted first, rather than pleasing others. So that's one of the main things that I've learned from college.
That's big, and you can take that forever. I
sure.
think people are still learning that. I'm still learning that. How to say no.
Same,
can't
bro.
do it.
I
Still
talked to my
learning.
therapist about it. I was talking to my therapist about that the other
About to
day.
say, my
too.
therapist sent me a workbook for boundaries.
Yeah,
I suck.
for sure.
So
You
yeah.
gotta set them joints because like it get to a point like you burned out doing everybody else trying to please everybody else, and then you're not even taking care of yourself, your responsibilities. Like to be honest, Lex had to get on me too because I'm that way. Like because like if a friend needs something, family needs something.
Podcast makes me
Not
keep coming over
even
here.
anything for the podcast.
Leave me alone. I
It
love
takes
you.
forever, but not like even family, like your church, like, hey Darian, I need you to do this at church, or your uncle, like, hey Darian, I need you to help out with this, and like you forget, like you're not really taking care of that. But even beyond like Lex and all that, like not
care
even
of
take
you.
care of myself,
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying. I'm not even focusing on me, so that's big that you learned in that early. You can take that
That's-
wherever.
That's really actually like a very good life lesson.
Definitely,
Like, I mean, I'm not gonna tell a story right now because you brought it up, and a couple of years ago, I had a family member he's a young man, whatever, and his mom was my aunt. She wanted to have a birthday party for him, and like he's very what's the word? He's very creative, so he like draws superheroes, whatever. Came up with this superhero that he created. So I guess his mom found it, and she asked me
Yeah, I remember that.
to dress up like the superhero and surprise him at his birthday,
Yeah.
last minute, right? Like in a full
clown
superhero
did it,
outfit.
too.
I had to like,
What's that Damon Wayans movie?
I forgot. I know what you're talking about.
Damn, I thought you would know for
Pain.
sure.
Pain?
Nah, not Major Pain.
Not Major
Damon Wayans is
Pain.
a black superhero.
Yeah.
That's why I want to make fun
Oh,
of
I know
this nigga
you're
so bad,
talking
but I
about.
can't remember.
Yeah,
the
And
name.
like
Damn, I
it was
forgot
like
that.
last minute, and it was like this was like my first year back here. Like I was just getting my feet under me. Like living here on my own, like working like a serious job. And my first couple months of my job were really tough, just adjusting everything and working at like a big company. I was super stressed out, and like Shanae was like, you can't do this right now. You're not in the position to do it. But I can't tell people no, especially family. Right. So I went and did it. And like I was like going to my aunt lived like far out. And I had to go drive to her house, get fitted for the costume, like do all this.
Oh wait, the costume was that serious?
Yes, bro.
Man, the cape and all that.
I finally did it. And the day of his birthday party, I went there. And
you fell asleep, didn't you?
He made fun of me the entire time. He wasn't even like happy for me to do it. Like he was just like, "Wow, you look stupid."
How old was he?
He was
not to blast him, but
he was. I mean, he was old enough to like
I'll tell you
stupid. He was on to tell me it's stupid. And like I always remember that conversation, and I was glad to do it because family, whatever. I didn't really care about that. But like it also made me realize like sometimes like. Even if he had been happy for it, it's okay to say no. Like it wouldn't have made me a bad guy if I would have said no.
That's a deep lesson right there.
Yeah.
Look at that, man. On 0.5, we out here learning.
0.5 is real. Bro, 0.5, that's man. Crazy. I was just talking about.
Damn, we gonna have to do a whole episode on telling people no.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we do.
Let me go first. I can't say no nobody.
Yeah. Because they'd be mad at first, but they get over it. And then they might stop asking you to do it. But I wanted to, like, just going into, like, a personal story for me. Like, I grew up, like, doing everything for the church and always, like, youth retreats, volunteer days, and all that type of stuff. And so I got so used to doing that. My parents were, like, youth leaders in the church, so I felt obligated, like, to do that type of stuff. But then it got to certain points, like, especially like in school, like when I got a final, like I got this, I got that, and I'm still finally like learning about myself and just enjoying time to myself, you know, like what a lot of them did like when they were our age. And then, but I still would go out and go do extra things on Sundays, do these extra community events, and like it would literally like burn me out. Like I couldn't, by the time I got home, I was tired, I would crash, I would have an exam the next day on Monday, and like I put all this energy into helping everybody else, and I couldn't really take care of myself. And like it was really like awkward for me. I had to talk to people like, how do I say no without them getting upset? And what I was told is like they'll get upset. Like at first, they're gonna. That's life. They might be annoyed at first.
People are gonna be upset with you.
But at the end of the day, if they genuinely care about you, like they'll get over it at some point.
This is such a good conversation because I have so much. I was really just talking about this with my therapist, and it goes so deep, like into all of this. Like
I still have to figure my shit out.
Even if you say yes, then that means you have to do it how they want it.
Exactly.
And so there's a chance of them still getting upset with you. So why not just nip it in the bud in the beginning?
Yeah.
No, he's absolutely right. That is like, bro, honestly, that's like one of the biggest things you can learn in life, like as an adult, as a kid. Just generally speaking, that is a great thing to just keep with you and just be like, I don't have to do everything everybody else wants me to do. Because there is nothing worse than just feeling like you can't tell people no just because it just adds up on you so much. Because I know I still struggle with that shit to this day. Where just like, it could be the small, even with this sometimes, where it'll be like, it'll be like, all right, we're going to record this time, and then it get pushed back, and I'll be like, okay, it's fine. But it's just in my mind, it's not even be a jerk. It's like in my mind, I'll be like, all right, like, I got something to do sometimes.
My therapist, like, I was talking to him, and like, I don't want to get too deep into like my personal stuff, but like his thing is like, because like subconsciously you don't want people to dislike you. And not like I know you guys aren't going to hate me if I say no, but it's like a little voice in your head. I don't want them to like be mad, you know. And that's it's just hard, right? I was
about to say, bro, like man, the D and Dante stand for dependable, so I always got to be there. Nobody gives a damn if I'm here or not.
You'd be scared to let you down, you know?
Yeah, I'm about to say, bro, like I could do whatever I want.
And there's a lot of reasons deep down, like that, what it is, and everybody has their own reasons.
Yeah, bro, exactly, man. Like it gets into like some serious childhood trauma stuff.
Bro, yeah, like for sure.
It's like the saddest thing in the world. Why the hell you come here today, bro? You got me waiting.
Gotta use on some deep shit from school shooters to doubt.
I
thought we were gonna just talk about just fuck shit.
Now I'm sitting there thinking about my life. Now I gotta go home and have a reflective car. I can't even play my fucking Burner Boy in the car no more, nigga. Damn.
All the hijinks you have.
You know I hate
What's going on in Rush Week at Towson? It's like no.
Rush Week? Oh no. Speaking of that.
You're running away from?
No. That's crazy.
That would be a great story time, actually.
You know about the time? What were you?
Sigma Phi Epsilon, damn proud.
Who?
Are you damn proud, Aaron?
Yeah, you're not.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
You gonna be Sig Epps Jr.?
I'll pass.
Okay, cool.
But I saw what they have to do for Rush Week, and it's kind of crazy.
The white fries or the black ones?
The white fries.
Okay, well,
I think they had to
black fries don't have
take
Rush
a
Week.
picture of their name on a pair of girls' tits, and they had to do it at the exact time.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
They had to take a picture of their name on a
They
girl's
had to
tits.
write their name on the girls to take a picture and send it to them at like 6 in the morning. And then the next 30 minutes, you had to get like a coffee for whoever was doing it at Wawa.
I joined my frat solely because they did not haze. So that was what worked. That was great.
Sign a pair of tits, and then I get this nigga coffee.
There you go.
Yeah, there was a ton of other things too.
All right. Now on that note, we're at 34 minutes. And so for you to become an official member of the Hentations podcast,
You gotta go sign some tits.
You gotta go sign some tits and send it back.
We haze. We haze here
Yeah,
at the
haze.
Hentations.
We definitely do haze. We're a hazing fraternity.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
It was on the brochure.
We don't kill.
We don't.
We
I
don't
hope
kill.
not.
We just haze lightly.
I would hope none of them say they kill.
Well, all of them can't say they haven't. So
And I
that
think
is the thing.
there was another one where they locked them in the basement. They took all the light bulbs out and they gave them one candle, and it was like a 12,000 piece puzzle that they had to do.
That
You know,
is
that's actually
annoying.
funny. I actually
hilarious,
think that's
yeah.
actually funny because nobody gets hurt, so that's fine.
All right.
I actually understand that, and you don't got to sit around and try to find a girl to like be like, "Yo, can I sign your tits? Can I sign your tits? Can I sign your tits?" Because I mean, some of these dudes be pledging they're dudes that don't have any female friends.
Yeah.
They are literally trying to get their foot in the door with girls by doing this.
Oh, it always be the ones that make it the highest in those frats. Or like the ones that like
Started off
only
with
joined
nothing.
it because because they were like
they either didn't have
Yeah,
any
no
friends, or they
friends,
couldn't
yeah.
get girls, and it's like, oh, okay.
I'm not gonna say that's why I just joined. I left mine early because there was a lot of reasons why, but it's just
trying
like,
to show
damn,
his
bro.
cards.
All my and shout out to y'all was cool. I still like a lot of them, like the older ones. Like I still talk to them on Instagram.
Nothing wrong with
They
that.
cool as
Yeah.
shit. But like some of the dudes that came in my class with me, like, dag, man. I think they made it real far at the end, but like
for them,
that
man.
was their only way in. Shout out to you. That's
I
what
mean,
it was.
bruh, Cat Gilly said it best, man. You know, cash. It's a whole lot of corny niggas in and they got money.
Shout out
Club,
to
bro. Yeah, shout out to Gilly, and that's true. So yeah, you know, money can't buy coolness.
All right, so I think that was actually really in-depth conversation. I thought it was gonna be a lot more surface level bullshit, but actually we did.
Bro,
like,
I thought I get to laugh at a
Deep.
lot more stuff, nigga.
That's
I'm
what
about to go
happened
home
at the
and cry.
Hentations, baby. That's what happens.
Nice.
that was some great content. All right,
bro.
cool.
Go talk to my
So
therapist.
we're gonna put him in the academy, keep you in the under 23s, and maybe he'll make it to the senior team in a couple
Yeah,
years.
man.
So,
Oh,
all right.
yeah.
Hentations under 21.
Well, you could drink. Holla at us.
I'm about to say.
Yeah, man. Come back through.
We ain't doing dry
That's,
episodes.
Yeah, we ain't doing
next year.
dry.
Yeah.
Next year,
Next
All
year.
right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Damn,
All right.
when
Cool.
your birthday?
September.
You just gotta give a month, not a day. Cool. Thanks. Oh, yeah, I did.
All right. All right. This has been a 0.5 episode, and look out for. I mean, you already have heard episode 100. You already seen special.
Yeah, man. Came a long way.
Y'all
know,
already saw Malik's return, and then y'all saw his
him
disappearance
again.
again.
Yeah.
So
That's a new thing.
that's a long story. We'll tell about next time we have story time. But for episode whatever 0.5, it's your man Shut Up Cole.
Shit, man, I'm really W Free Malik.
It's your boy Darian, a.k.a. Clark Kent.
Inquire 1K.
And these are the Hentations.
Free Malik.
Damn, that's smooth.